So one sec. ఓకే, అవును, మెటీరియల్ అప్లోడ్ చేస్తున్నారు, చూస్తున్నారు కదా. ఓకే, okay, gangetic dolphin. So environment, sir, briefly how we are going to proceed with environment is, I will try to emphasize important areas. ఈ periods లో కూడా topics which you need to study కూడా, which no need explanation, self explanatory ఉంటాయి కూడా ఈ టాపిక్స్, ఫ్యాక్చువల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అవి కూడా యాడ్ చేశాను. సో మాక్సిమం నేను సెల్ఫ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేటరీ ఆర్టికల్స్ ని స్కిప్ చేస్తాను, వేర్ యూ నీడ్ టు హ్యావ్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్, దట్ ఐ విల్ బి ఫోకసింగ్. అది కాకుండా ఇంకోటి ఏంటి అంటే, మేజర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ థింగ్ ఏంటి అంటే, వెన్ వీఆర్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్, క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎలా వస్తున్నాయి, సో ప్రిలిమ్స్ లో ఎలాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతారు, సో అది ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో విల్ బి ఫోకసింగ్ ఆన్ దోస్ ఇష్యూస్. Okay, gangetic dolphins. So in India there are three types of dolphin. Indus dolphin, you have gangetic dolphin, and you have Irrawaddy dolphin. Okay, so recently why we are discussing this, recently we have conducted a survey, riverine dolphin survey. Okay, so as we have conducted this survey, what are the findings of this survey which we have to know. So before going into this survey details, let us look what might be the prospective questions when it comes to factual information from gangetic dolphin. So what type of dolphins are one of the oldest creatures in the world, along with some species of turtles, crocodiles and shark. Ganges river dolphin was officially discovered in 1801. ఓకే, అది కాకుండా ఈ థర్డ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఇస్ వెరీ మచ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ సార్. యూపీఎస్సీ ఎప్పుడు డిస్కవర్ అయింది ఇలాంటివి అడగరు, కానీ దే విల్ బి ఆస్కింగ్ దట్ గంగేస్ రివర్ డాల్ఫిన్ లివ్డ్ ఇన్ గంగా, గంగేస్, బ్రహ్మపుత్ర అండ్ మేఘనా అండ్ కర్ణపులి అండ్ సంగు రివర్ సిస్టమ్. దిస్ మైట్ బి asked. You understand my point? So this is how they might ask. So which river system where Ganges are, okay, dolphins are present. So Ganges river dolphins once lived in Ganges, Brahmaputra and Meghna and Karnapuli Sango river system of Nepal, India and Bangladesh. You understand my point? So, but please, okay, so there are some gangetic dolphins, there are some not gangetic dolphins, there are some dolphins which became extinct also. Extinct. Okay, they became extinct. Now we will be discussing about there is an dolphins which are in Yangtze River. Okay, Yangtze River is in China, and that Brahmaputra in India is called Yangtze River in China. In that river we have dolphins. Okay, that dolphins became extinct. So on the same lines, the reason now we are trying to focus on conserving these dolphins such that they don't become extinct. So most of the dolphins, when we are talking about whatever types of dolphin, either they are critically endangered or endangered, IUCN status. So now Ganges river dolphin can only live in fresh water and is blind. So then how it will travel? Okay, so they will use ultrasonic sounds. They use ultrasonic sounds, and they use this ultrasonic sound, and they will use this to catch prey also. For traveling also they will be using. Basically they depend on this echo. So echo plays a key role in what you say in dolphins, whether if at all they are in search of what you say prey or in traveling. Okay, so they are frequently found alone or in small group, and generally a mother and calf travel together. Sir, this statement, although this sounds very funny, but ilanti statements kuda istunnaru. Okay, so they are asking what type of habitations they are living, what type of living we say, whether they are living together, whether if in case we are talking about a species, whether female species is the head of it or male species is the head of it. So sir, environment గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, ఇండియన్ ఫారెస్ట్ సర్వీస్ కి ప్రిలిమ్స్ కూడా UPSC prelims and like same prelims, but when it comes to Indian Forest Service you have separate names. So that is the reason why you tend to see more questions from environment. So you have to be careful. So these type of questions are also been asked. They frequently found alone or in small groups. Calves are chocolate brown at birth and they have grey brown smooth as they become adults. So females are larger than males and give birth every 2 or 3 years to only one calf. Okay, 2-3 years lo gangetic dolphin or dolphins give birth to only one offspring. Okay, in 2 or 3 years. So now don't you think this statement is very much important? Okay, so this statement is very much important. So questions are also asked on these lines. Factual informations on these lines are also been asked. That is the reason why I have included all these things. Now, what is the status of gangetic dolphin? It is endangered and it also comes under Wildlife Protection Act Schedule 1, and CITES also, it is Appendix 1. What is CITES? Convention on it is talking about trade of this flora and fauna. Okay, types of dolphins in India, as I said, no, Ganges river dolphin, Indus river dolphin, Irrawaddy dolphin. Okay, now this scientific name you can keep a note of it, at least just చదవండి, క్వశ్చన్ వస్తే చూస్తే ఐడెంటిఫై చేసేలాగా. ఓకే, I don't want to make fun of me and I will not reading it out ఎందుకంటే నాకు ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్ రాదు. ఓకే, సో ఒకటి గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, weight of Irrawaddy dolphin is more. This you can know. And height, length, breadth ఎక్కువ ఉంది Irrawaddy dolphin. And Irrawaddy dolphin is brackish water actually. It's not fresh water also. Brackish water. Okay, lakes, rivers, estuaries. Freshwater rivers, freshwater river. These are brackish waters. Now, in India, they are found in Indian states. Assam, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Bihar, Jharkhand and West Bengal. How many states? 7 Indian states. Assam, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Bihar, Jharkhand and West Bengal. Okay, so Gangetic, I am talking about Gangetic river dolphin. Okay, we are talking about Gangetic river dolphin. The Gangetic river dolphin is one of the 4 freshwater dolphin species found worldwide. The other 3 species. So freshwater dolphins are in the world 4. One is Gangetic dolphin, next is Baiji dolphin, Bulan dolphin, Boto dolphin. ఈ Baiji dolphin ఉంది చూడండి, Baiji, this became extinct. As I said, no, there was a in Yangtze river there used to be dolphins. Okay, so that dolphin is Baiji dolphin. Bulan dolphin is in what you say, it is in Pakistan. Okay, next Boto dolphin is in Boto dolphin, I think these are found in Boto dolphin. Okay, one, I think it is in what you say, Southern America. Okay, once I will go through it and we will discuss that. Okay. So Boto dolphin and Bull dolphin. But Baiji dolphin is extinct. See, more important is this Baiji dolphin because Baiji dolphin became extinct, and this is in Yangtze River, China. Okay. Boto dolphin, I think this is in Southern America only. Let's see. Again, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. I'll try to add that information again. Okay. Or otherwise, a PDF when you are sharing, no, I'll update it. Okay. So key findings of river dolphin survey. This is the first of its kind survey, provides crucial insights into the status of endangered river dolphins. Okay. Now, who conducts this? This is done by Wildlife Institute of India, WII. Okay, this survey is conducted by Wildlife Institute of India under Ministry of Environment. Okay, the study also found out only 3 Indus River dolphins are located in Bias River in Punjab. Means nothing but, as I said, no, there are 3 types of rivers. Just now with the dolphins. One is Ganges River dolphin, Indus River dolphin, Irrawaddy dolphin. Now there are only 3 Indus River dolphins that is also located in Bias, that is in Punjab district, in Punjab district in the river Bias. Okay. Now challenges in dolphin population estimation. See, you know why census of dolphin, counting of dolphins is very difficult is they stay for long time in waters and they come to how to see you cannot dive deep and look into count dolphins. So when they emerge into the surface we can count. So they will spend very less time on the surfaces. Okay. So river dolphins live in opaque waters. Okay, not transparent waters, opaque waters, and surface only briefly, making population estimate difficult. Okay. See, dolphins surface for only 1.26 seconds and dive for 107 seconds. Okay. So that is the reason why there is an scope for errors are more. And also we see what type of survey techniques has been used. See, generally when we are using tire sensors, repeatedly UPSC asked about questions about what type of techniques is used. Pug mark techniques and vinantara pug mark techniques. And tiger pugs into chudandi. Based on that pugs, we will be calculating tiger sensors. Are a simple point. Population manam, how do you identify different individuals, human beings? Well, fingerprints. So when we identify different tigers based on pug mark techniques, or we will be using cameras, okay, sensors uses from then also we will be using, or stripes, tiger stripes based mirror. So based different techniques. So these techniques has been asked in UPSC. That is the reason why there is also a chance that what is the techniques which we have used to study or to survey dolphins. Okay, one is double observer method. So double observer method is one thing, means nothing but in both one side you have, okay, 2 sides people will be sitting, so they will be observing, means sensors will be, camera would be locating whether there is dolphin. So then they will be mapping. Because if at all a group of dolphins is there, no, it will become difficult. So then there is what you say tandem method and single boat method. So these are visual surveys. One is double observer method, tandem method and single boat method. And then one is visual surveys and acoustic surveys is also done to using underwater hydrophones. We are using underwater hydrophones to detect dolphin echolocation clicks. As I said, no, they will also depend on echo. Okay. So these methods are important. Double observer method, tandem method, single boat method, and those are visual surveys. Okay, dolphins in juicy identify AAC, these many populations. Then we also use acoustic surveys. Okay, one is hydrophones using echolocation. Next, there are hotspots, means areas with high dolphin population. So which areas have high dolphin population is both Uttar Pradesh and Bihar are the states where highest dolphin populations is more. Okay, so What is that? Which states? Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. That is nothing but highest dolphin population. Next, there is a difference between population and then density. So density of dolphin population is more in Chausa Manihar. Okay. Next, Manihar to Rajmahal. Chausa Manihar is in Bihar. Okay. So next, Manihar to Rajmahal. This is between Bihar to Jharkhand. Means nothing but zones when you look at different zones. So this is one zone where density of population is more. Highest density is here. Manihar to Rajmahal. 2.75 dolphins you can see per kilometer. For 1 kilometer you can see 2.7 kilometers. Okay. Now, on major threats, unintentional killing through entanglement in fish. Now, when we are using fishing, fishing ropes, you will use fishing ropes. So, fishing nets when you use. So, in that, we see many dolphins are being entangled. So, that is how we see many dolphins are killed. And you also see dolphin oil is very much in need. So, they are killing dolphins for dolphin oil also. Poaching means catching and killing that for illegally capturing that dolphins, used as a fish attachment and also for medical purposes. Dolphin oil is also used for medical purposes. Habitat destruction due to development projects, over exploitation. Okay, so these all are leading to, these all are major threats. So what are the topics which you have to know is, how many types of dolphins are there in India? Which dolphins have become extinct in wild? One is Baiji. Baiji ki difference ఉంది. Okay. So next, Bulan dolphin and Boto dolphin. Next, you have to understand that this is very much important. Females are larger than males and give birth once every 2 or 3 years to only one calf. Okay. So women-led family and gurtupetkon dolphins. Women-led families. Unlike humans, they are women-led. That is the reason why they are big. But unfortunately, although they might be big, I see in dolphins also there will be male domination will be there, I think. Okay. We should, I am thinking or not, I am just joking. So that is just a statement to remember. Okay. Female are larger than males and they give birth once every 2 or 3 years, that too only one calf. Okay. So mother no daughter or son will travel together and husband eto vironing పోయింది, అక్కడ కూడా అవే లొల్లి. ఏడి పోయినావు, ఎప్పుడు వస్తావు, ఇంకెందుకు రాలేదు. ఓకే. సో నెక్స్ట్, what is that river dolphins, where are they, which rivers they are seen more, and next what is the status, endangered status, and then what is this survey is been conducted by which institute. Okay, this survey is so much important from examination point of view. Okay, already they have asked about tiger census repeatedly. So if at all they need to, if at all they are looking for some other topics, this gangetic dolphin is also very much important, because gangetic dolphin is also national aquatic animal which has been asked in UPSC 2014 అనుకుంటా. Okay, ఈ methods important. సరేనా? Next, echo mark rules. Okay, tell me what is echo mark. ఎకో మార్క్ అంటే ఏంటి? బాగుంది సార్, మీ దగ్గర నుంచి తెలుసుకుందాం అనుకుంటే మీరు క్వశ్చన్లు అడుగుతున్నారు. ఓకే, ఎకో మార్క్ రూల్స్ చెప్పిరావు, నువ్వు చెప్పు. ఎన్విరాన్మెంటల్లీ కన్సర్న్డ్ ఉండి ప్రోడక్ట్ తయారు చేస్తామని చెప్తుంది. ఓకే, ఎకో మార్క్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్, ప్రమోటింగ్ ఎకో మార్క్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ వీఆర్ ట్రైంగ్ టు ప్రమోట్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంటల్ ఫ్రెండ్లీ ప్రోడక్ట్స్. బట్ ఈ మధ్యలో ఏమవుతుంది అంటే, ఎన్విరాన్మెంటల్లీ ఫ్రెండ్లీ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ అని చెప్పి దే ఆర్ ఫేకింగ్ దోస్ ప్రోడక్ట్స్, saying that they are environmentally friendly products. Okay, so anyways, so to increase the demand for eco friendly products and promote sustainable living. Okay, అందుంచని కూడా ప్లాస్టిక్ వాడకుండా we see now teacups are being made with mud pots. Okay, so Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change on September 26, 2024. Okay, so new rules has been launched, okay, by Ministry of Environment and Forest Change. September కాబట్టి ఎగ్జామ్ పర్స్పెక్టివ్ కూడా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో ఇంతకుముందు ఎకో మార్క్ స్కీమ్ అనేది ఉండదు, దాన్ని రిప్లేస్ చేసాము. మోర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఈజ్ సార్ ఈ లైఫ్ అనే మిషన్ వస్తే మాత్రం కళ్ళు మూసుకొని దాని గురించి సిగ్గుపడకుండా బట్టి కొట్టండి. ఎందుకంటే వేర్ ఎవర్ అవర్ ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్, హీస్ ప్రమోటింగ్ లైఫ్. సో నమో ఫర్ లైఫ్. సో దట్ ఈస్ ఎ రియాలిటీ. సో లైఫ్ ఈజ్ వెరీ మచ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ అలైన్మెంట్ విత్ lifestyle for environment mission. So these rules are complementing this life mission. You can understand that. So which ecomark rules are implemented by whom? Central Pollution Control Board and Bureau of Indian Standard. So Bureau of Indian Standard and Central Pollution Control Board. Okay, Central Pollution Control Board and Bureau of Indian Standard. So now, what is the objective? You see resource efficiency, sustainable living. So, objective with this explanation you might have clearly understood. Now, criteria for to grant an ecomark to a product include: should reduce pollution by minimizing or eliminating the generation of waste and environmental emissions. Should be recyclable, means the product which is made should be recyclable. Okay, recycling value. Should use the use of non-renewable energy use cheyali. Renewable energy use cheyali. Renewable energy use cheyali. Should reduce the use of non-renewable resources. Okay, should reduce the use of any material which has adverse impact on environment. You understand my point? So దీని ప్రకారం చూస్తే ఇండియాలో ఒక ప్రోడక్ట్ కూడా ఒక మార్క్ ట్యాగ్ రాదు. But we should see. Anyways, significance. So you can go through this. So this is about ecomark. Question, prospective question ఏంటిది అంటే, this is in alignment with, what is the prospective question? It comes under which? This is one area, life mission. Next ivi rendu. Okay, so this is prospective areas. Please keep this in mind. Okay, already ecomark certification is mandatory for various consumer products. Paints and coating products ki we need ecomark. Okay, batteries and lubricant oils we need ecomark. Soaps and detergents we need ecomark. Food packing material, plastic products, textiles and leather industries, for all these products we have already made it compulsory, mandatory ESSM. Okay, international big cat alliances. So basically international big cat alliance is very much important because this is an initiative which has been led by India on the same lines of international solar alliance. How we have led international solar alliance, on the same lines our prime minister, okay, is promoting international big cat alliance. So ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి, పెద్ద పిల్లలు ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి, 7 ఉంటాయి. ఏంటి? It aims at conservation of 7 big cats, namely tiger, lion, leopard, snow leopard, cheetah, jaguar and puma. So this is also very much important. So what are 7 big cats? Which of the following is not a big cat? And which of the, okay, so tiger, lion is also a big cat, leopard, snow leopard, cheetah, jaguar and puma. Okay, there are 7 big cats. So international big cat alliance is a multi-country, multi-agency coalition of 796 big cat range countries and non-range countries. It is not only range countries, it is also non-range countries. Now sir, why do you think non-range countries should be important? Because because their habitation might be increased, and for that conservation also we need some buffer zones. Okay, ala gurtupetukondi, range countries and non-range countries interested in big cat conservation. Some inkoti endi ante some natural habitats undakapoyina gaani they might be interested in promoting conserving this big cat. So both range and non-range countries. Okay, besides, okay, working in the field of big cat cooperation, besides business group corporates to establish network and develop synergies in focus matter. The idea was first floated by Indian Prime Minister in 2019. It was launched in 2023 to celebrate 50th anniversary of Project టైగర్. ఇంపార్టెంటే కాదా? యాక్చువల్గా ఏంటంటే ఇంపార్టెంటే, పోయినసారి రాలేదు, చూద్దాం ఈసారి వస్తుందేమో అని. ఓకే, సో అండ్ వై ఐఎమ్ థింకింగ్ దట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో రిలవెంట్. ఇనిషియల్లీ చాలా లాస్ట్ టైం వెన్ వీ డిస్కస్ ప్రిలిమ్స్ ఆల్సో వీ టాక్డ్ అబౌట్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ బిగ్ క్యాట్ అలయన్స్. బట్ వై ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఈస్ యాక్చువల్లీ the period is till 2027 to 2028 also. Okay, so initiatives of is definitely we have to conserve it, we have to stop illegal trade. Okay, we have to mobilize resources, that is there. Now big cat law, there is a group called Panthera group. Okay, Panthera group. A Panthera group enti ante a five big cats: tiger, lion, jaguar, leopard and స్నో లెపర్డ్. ఎందుకు ఈ 5 గ్రూప్స్ ని ఒక పెంతర గ్రూప్ అన్నామంటే దే కెన్ రోర్. ఓకే, విచ్ కెనాట్ బి రోడ్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ 2 cats, దట్ ఈస్ ప్యూమా అండ్ చీతా ఆర్ నాట్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ పాంతరా, బట్ దే ఆర్ యూజువల్లీ ఇంక్లూడెడ్ ఇన్ బిగ్ క్యాట్స్. ఈ 7 లో కూడా ఒక డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ ఉంది, ఏవైతే అరుస్తాయి ఏవైతే అరవవు. అర్థమైంది కదా? సో ఎప్పుడైనా ఫ్యామిలీలో కూడా ఎంతమంది అన్నదమ్ములు ఉన్నా కానీ వేరే వాళ్ళు వచ్చినప్పుడు, వేరే బయట వాళ్ళు వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, ఇన్నోసెంట్ ఓడో హర్షితోడో బయటపడుతుంది కదా. సో అట్లనే వాళ్ళ ఫ్యామిలీలో కూడా ఉన్నారనమాట. సో బేసికల్గా మా ఫ్యామిలీని అయితే నేను మంచిగా, అంటే అందరూ అదే చెప్పుకోవాలి కదా సార్. ఓకే, సో ఎనీవేస్, సో బిగ్ క్యాట్ యూ అండర్స్టూడ్. సో ఇండియన్ సబ్ కాంటినెంట్ హాస్ హిస్టారికలీ హోమ్ టు బెంగాల్ టైగర్, ఏషియాటిక్ లయన్, ఇండియన్ లెపర్డ్, ఇండియన్ ఏషియాటిక్ స్నోపర్డ్ యాజ్ వెల్ as స్నో లెపర్డ్. సో ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయి ఇండియాలో? టైగర్, లయన్, లెపర్డ్, చీతా అండ్ స్నో లెపర్డ్. సో జాగ్వర్, పుమా లేదు, బ్రాండ్స్ అయితే ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే, రేపొద్దున నాకు తెలుసు మీరు కూడా అవి రెండింటి కోసమే ఈరోజు కూర్చున్నారు అని, అంతేనే కదా? సో ఏదో సర్వీస్ చేద్దాం అనేది అయితే అది తర్వాత, ఫస్ట్ అవి వేసుకున్న తర్వాత సర్వీస్ చేయాలా లేదా చూద్దాం, జాగ్వర్ కార్లో తిరిగిన తర్వాత చూద్దాం. Next, anyways, the cheetah was declared extinct in 1952. Okay, so in India was natural habitat with cheetah, but you see, the government of India embarked on an ambitious project to introduce African cheetahs. Ekkada? Kuno National Park. Ekkadundi Kuno? Madhya Pradesh. అవును, ఈ మధ్యలో న్యూస్ లో ఉంది, how many tiger reserves are there? రీసెంట్ టైగర్ రిజర్వ్స్ ఏంటి? 58. సరే, 58th టైగర్ రిజర్వ్ ఏంటి? రంతంబర్ ఎప్పుడో వచ్చింది. మాధవ్ నేషనల్ పార్క్ ని ఇప్పుడు టైగర్ రిజర్వ్ డిక్లేర్ చేశారు. ఎక్కడుంది మాధవ్ నేషనల్ పార్క్? మధ్యప్రదేశ్. అది 59th. 58 ఏమో రతపాని, 57 ఏమో గురు ఘాసీదాస్. Okay, so we'll discuss green washing. చెప్పినా చూడండి, గ్రీన్ వాషింగ్, it is not environmentally friendly, but we are promoting it as an environmentally friendly. You can see that green washing was called criticizing the irony of save the అదంతా అవసరం లేదు. Now you have to understand green washing అంటే ఏంటి అంటే it is an act of providing the public or investor with misleading or outright false information about environmental impact of company products and operations. ఓకే, చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి ఈ క్రీమ్ చూసుకుంటే తెల్లగా అవుతారు అని చెప్పడం. ఓకే, జరిగేది కాదు. ఓకే, సో anyways, so it is an act of providing the public or investors with misleading or outright false information about environmental impact of company's product and operations. So now we understood. So greenwashed products might convey the idea that they are more natural, wholesome or free of chemical than competing brands. అరే ఇప్పుడు ఆర్గానిక్ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ అంటున్నారు చూడండి, నిజంగా నేను చూసిన ఆర్గానిక్ గా తయారు చేస్తున్నది అని, బట్ డెఫినెట్లీ ఆ ఆర్గానిక్ అని బ్రాండ్ కనిపిస్తే చాలు, we will purchase it and we will buy it at higher price also. You understand my point? పతంజలి ఆయన యోగా చేసుకోకుండా పతంజలి కూడా అమ్ముతాడు. తిట్టింది సుప్రీంకోర్టు, నోటుకు వచ్చిన బూతులన్నీ తిట్టింది. ఓకే, నువ్వు యోగా చేసుకోపోవాలి. పతంజలి అంటే కోవిడ్ పాండమిక్ మెడిసిన్ కనుక్కున్నాడంట. సుప్రీంకోర్టు పిలిచి కూర్చోబెట్టుకొని పెట్టింది. ఓకే, లైవ్ రికార్డింగ్ చేసింది. సో అసలు ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటంటే ఇలాంటి వాళ్ళని తిట్టడం కాదు సార్, పెనాల్టీస్ ఇంపోజ్ చేయాలి. అండ్ ఆల్దో ఐ థింక్ సుప్రీంకోర్టు మైట్ హ్యావ్ ఇంపోజ్ పెనాల్టీస్. ఎనీవేస్, గ్రీన్ హ్యాషింగ్ when a company or firms under report or withhold information about their sustainability goals and progress. Okay, so green hashing అంటే అర్థమైందా? అంటే పాయింట్ ఏంటి అంటే వాళ్ళ కంపెనీ నుంచి ఎమిషన్స్ అయ్యేది కానీ దేర్ వాట్ యు సే వెదర్ దే ఆర్ యూజింగ్ రెన్యూవబుల్ ఎనర్జీ, నాన్ రెన్యూవబుల్ ఎనర్జీ అండర్ రిపోర్ట్ చేయడం కానీ, అంటే పాయింట్ ఏంటి అంటే వాళ్ళు ఎక్కువ ఎమిట్ చేసినా కానీ తక్కువ ఎమిట్ చేస్తున్నామని చెప్పడం, లేకపోతే అసలు రిపోర్ట్ బయటకు రిలీజ్ చేయకుండా చేయడం, అదేంటి గ్రీన్ హషింగ్. హష్ అని మాట్లాడుకుంటారు చూడండి సైలెంట్ గా, ఆ పేరు మీద పెట్టిందేమో. గ్రీన్ క్రౌడింగ్, ఇట్ ఇన్వాల్వ్స్ హైడింగ్ ఇన్ ఎ గ్రూప్ ఆర్ ఎ క్రౌడ్ టు అవాయిడ్ దర్ అన్సస్టైనబుల్ ప్రాక్టీసెస్ టు బి స్టాప్. సార్ ఈ వర్డ్స్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. గ్రీన్ క్రౌడింగ్ అంటే ఏం లేదు సార్, ఇప్పుడు అందరూ గ్రీన్ క్రౌడింగ్ అంటే ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పాను చూడండి, ఒక స్టోర్ లో ఆర్గానిక్ ప్రొడక్ట్స్ అని స్టోర్ ఉన్నది. సింపుల్ పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే మీరు ఇన్ఆర్గానిక్ ప్రోడక్ట్ అంటే ఆల్రెడీ కెమికల్ బేస్డ్ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ అయినా నువ్వు ఆడ పెట్టినావు అనుకో, పీపుల్ విల్ నాట్ క్వశ్చన్ బికాస్ దట్ ఈస్ అన్ ఆర్గానిక్ స్టోర్. సో గ్రీన్ క్రౌడింగ్ మీన్స్ ఒక గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ క్రౌడ్, వెన్ దేర్ ఇస్ ఎ గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ క్రౌడ్, సో దే ఓకే ఆ గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ క్రౌడ్ వెళ్ళి నువ్వు జాయిన్ అయ్యి అండ్ స్టేయింగ్ అవే ఫ్రమ్ టు అవాయిడ్ దర్ అన్సస్టైనబుల్ ప్రాక్టీసెస్ టు బి స్పాటెడ్. అంటే నేను అనేది ఏంటంటే దేర్ ఆర్ కంపెనీస్ విచ్ ఆర్ ఫోకసింగ్ ఆన్ అన్సస్టైనబుల్ ప్రాక్టీసెస్, దేర్ ఆర్ కంపెనీ విచ్ ఇస్ ఫోకసింగ్ ఆన్ సస్టైనబుల్ ప్రాక్టీసెస్. సో ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి అంటే అన్సస్టైనబుల్ ప్రాక్టీసెస్ ఉన్న కంపెనీ నుంచి మెల్లగా ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడ జంప్ కావాలి. ఓకే, అంటే అన్సస్టైనబుల్ ప్రాక్టీసెస్ చేసినా కానీ ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళి స్పీచ్లు ఇవ్వడము, ఓకే మేము కూడా సస్టైనబుల్ కోసం ఫోకస్ చేస్తున్నామని. ఆల్దో దే ఆర్ ఫోకసింగ్ ఆన్ అన్సస్టైనబుల్, దే ఆర్ డూయింగ్ అన్సస్టైనబుల్ practices, promoting unsustainable practices, but they are propagating as if they are promoting sustainable practices. So it involves hiding in a group or crowd to avoid their unsustainable practices to be spotted. అంటే వాళ్ళ అన్సస్టైనబుల్ మీన్స్ ఆఫ్ ప్రమోషన్ చేస్తున్నారని తెలియకుండా ఉండాలి అని వేరే గ్రూప్ లో పోయి జాయిన్ అవ్వడం. అండర్స్టాండ్ పాయింట్? లేకపోతే వాళ్ళు అన్సస్టైనబుల్ మీన్స్ చేస్తున్నా కానీ వాళ్ళు అండర్ గ్రౌండ్కి వెళ్ళి చేయకుండా బయటకు గంపించకుండా చేయడం. సో అలాంటివి. సో గ్రీన్ క్రౌడింగ్. గ్రీన్ షిఫ్టింగ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ అన్ యాక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఎ కంపెనీ టు షిఫ్ట్ ద రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఆఫ్ అడాప్టింగ్ సస్టైనబుల్ మెజర్స్ ఆన్ కన్స్యూమర్స్ ఆర్ ఇండివిజువల్స్ రాదర్ దెన్ హ్యావింగ్ టు టేక్ మీనింగ్ఫుల్ యాక్షన్ అట్ ద కార్పొరేట్ ఆర్ బ్రాండ్ లెవెల్. అంటే సింపుల్ పాయింట్ ఏంటి అంటే పేరుకి సస్టైనబిలిటీ ప్రమోట్ చేయడం, బట్ సస్టైనబిలిటీ ఈస్ నాట్ ప్రమోటెడ్ అట్ దర్ బ్రాండ్ ఆర్ కార్పొరేట్ ఆఫీస్. ఓకే, కన్స్యూమర్ కి చెప్పడం అంటే మీరు చూడండి, అంటే లైక్ సింపుల్ పాయింట్ ఏంటి అంటే ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్. సి we can give n number of examples, but if I know this, I don't want to drag by giving more examples. Simple point. So green shifting అంటే ఏం లేదు సార్, although that company is involving in unsustainable means, but consumer కి ఏంటి అంటే ఇప్పుడు చూడండి ఎలా చెప్పాలి అంటే సిగరెట్ కంపెనీ ఉంది. ఓకే, సిగరెట్ by smoking cigar your health will be disturbed. So ITC ఉంది, ITC is a major brand which has been manufacturing many cigarettes, and వీళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తున్నారు అంటే రేపు పొద్దున అదేంటి అంటే హెల్తీ లివింగ్ స్టైల్ గురించి సెమినార్ పెట్టడం. అర్థమైందా? అండర్స్టూడ్? సో దట్ ఈస్ గ్రీన్ షిఫ్టింగ్. ఓకే, లేకపోతే కన్జ్యూమర్కి వెళ్ళి చెప్పడం, లేదు మీరు హెల్తీ లివింగ్ స్టైల్ అలవాటు చేసుకోవాలి. గ్రీన్ లైటింగ్, it occurs when a company spotlights a specific sustainability initiative undertaken by to distract attention away from damaging activities. అదే చెప్పాను చూడండి, ఇప్పుడు ఏంటి అంటే వాళ్ళు చేసేదంతా చేస్తున్నారు, సిగరెట్లు అంతా మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్ చేస్తారు. రేపు పొద్దున సడన్ గా ఏంటి అంటే రేపు ఏదైనా ఈవెంట్ జరిగింది అనుకోండి, అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి హెల్దీ లైఫ్ స్టైల్ ఎలా చేయాలి, వాట్ ఈస్ ద అడ్వాంటేజెస్ ఆఫ్ ఈటింగ్ గుడ్ న్యూట్రిషియస్ ఫుడ్, ఓకే, సో అన్హెల్దీ ఫుడ్స్ ఎందుకు తినొద్దు అని ఫోకస్, స్పాట్లైట్ ని షిఫ్ట్ చేయడం, వాళ్ళ కంపెనీ చేసే యాక్టివిటీస్ కాకుండా ఈ యాక్టివిటీస్ ని ఫోకస్ చేయడం. సో గ్రీన్ లేబలింగ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ మార్కెటింగ్ టాక్టిక్ అడాప్టెడ్ బై కంపెనీ టు లేబుల్ ద ప్రోడక్ట్ సంథింగ్ గ్రీన్ ఆర్ సస్టైనబుల్, బట్ క్లోజర్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ రివీల్స్ దిస్ టు బి మిస్లీడింగ్. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద స్టోరీ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు గ్రీన్ washing. Green washing can be subtle and tricky, but there are few telltale signs of a green wash product. The label uses neutral colors like green or brown. See, పాయింట్ ఏంటి అంటే అది సస్టైనబుల్ కాకపోయినా మనం ఏమనుకుంటాము, ఓకే గ్రీన్ లో ఉన్నాయి అన్ని సస్టైనబుల్ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ అనుకుంటాం. సో బేసికల్ గా మీరు ఏం చేయడం ఏంటి అంటే ఆ ప్రోడక్ట్ ని గ్రీన్ కలర్ లేబుల్స్ లో, గ్రీన్ కలర్ కవర్స్ లో లేకపోతే ఇలా అమ్మడం. సి ఇప్పుడు ప్లాస్టిక్ కవర్స్ లో ఆర్గానిక్ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ ఇచ్చారనుకోండి, పీపుల్ విల్ బి థింకింగ్ అదే ఈ ప్రోడక్ట్ ఎప్పుడైతే మీరు మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్ చేసే ప్రోడక్ట్ సస్టైనబుల్ కాదు అంటే మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్ చేసేటప్పుడు చాలా పొల్యూషన్ ఎమిట్ అయింది. కానీ పాయింట్ ఏంటి అంటే చేసేటప్పుడు టన్స్ ఆఫ్ పొల్యూషన్ ఇస్ బిన్ ఎమిటెడ్. బట్ సడన్ గా వచ్చేసరికి మీకు డెలివర్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తున్నారు అంటే అదేంటి జూట్ బ్యాగ్స్ లో ఇస్తున్నారు. సో స్టే అవే ఫ్రమ్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంటల్ పొల్యూషన్. సో అందరి అటెన్షన్ ఏముంటుంది, అరే వీళ్ళు ఎంత మంచిగా ఈ జూట్ బ్యాగ్స్ లో ఇస్తున్నారా అని. బట్ పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే పీపుల్ విల్ స్టాప్ పేయింగ్ అటెన్షన్ హౌ దట్ ప్రోడక్ట్ ఈస్ బీన్ manufactured. You understand my point? The label uses natural colors like green, brown or imaginary of plants and leaves, but nothing on the product label proves it is a sustainable ingredient or benefits. Okay, so this is how the greenwashing is being done. Which of the following statements best describes the term greenwashing? So greenwashing already వచ్చింది కాబట్టి మనం చూసావా ఈ టర్మ్స్ ఎందుకు నేర్చుకున్నాం, అర్థమైందా? ఓకే, సో ఆల్రెడీ బికాస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ బీన్ రిపిటేటెడ్. సరే ఏది కూడా మీకు అన్నెసెసరీగా ఏం చెప్పట్లేదు. ఓకే, అండ్ నా విద్యా ప్రదర్శన ఏం చేయట్లేదు, నాకు ఎంత వచ్చు అని చెప్పుకోవడం కాదు, నాకు ఎంత వచ్చు అని చెప్పడం కాదు. ఓకే, ఏం కంటెంట్ ఇన్ని పేజెస్ ఇచ్చినామని కాదు, ఎగ్జామ్ రిలవెంట్ కంటెంట్ చదివినవా లేదా. ఓకే, సో conveying a false impression that a company's products are eco-friendly and environmentally sound. Okay, so state of forest report 2023 ఎవరు రిలీజ్ చేస్తారు? మినిస్ట్రీ ఆఫ్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంటల్ ఫారెస్ట్ అండ్ క్లైమేట్ చేంజ్. ఎవరు? ఫారెస్ట్ సర్వే ఆఫ్ ఇండియా. ఇట్ ఈస్ రిలీజ్డ్ బై Forest Surveyor, produced by Forest Surveyor of India. So when was the first report published? 1987. Now what is the highlights of the report? Increasing forest from 2013 to 2013 తో పోలిస్తే పెరిగిందా లేదా? Forest cover has increased from roughly around 6.98 lakhs నుంచి 7.15 lakhs అయింది. ఫారెస్ట్ ఫైర్ ఇన్సిడెంట్స్ పెరిగాయా తగ్గాయా? ఇక ఫారెస్ట్ ఫైర్ తగ్గినాయి. ఓకేనా? సో ఫారెస్ట్ కవర్ పెరిగింది, ఫారెస్ట్ ఫైర్స్ తగ్గినాయి. సో దిస్ టూ థింగ్స్. నెక్స్ట్ కార్బన్ సింక్, ఇది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. దిస్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఇస్ వెరీ మచ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇంక్రీజింగ్ కార్బన్ సింక్ ఇన్ లైన్ విత్ ఇండియాస్ నేషనల్లీ డిటర్మైన్డ్ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ టార్గెట్. కంట్రీ హ్యాస్ అచీవ్డ్ ఏ కార్బన్ సింక్ ఆఫ్ 30 billion tons of CO2 equivalent. How much? 30 billion tons. Madam, ND, what you see? How much we have promised? Okay, మన ఇండియా ఏమని ప్రామిస్ చేసిందంటే this represents an additional 2.29 billion tons of carbon sink in forest and tree cover since 2005. Nearing the target of 2.5 to 3 billion tons of CO2 equivalent by 2030. Okay, you understood? ఓకే, ఈ కార్బన్ సింక్ ఒక్కసారి నేను మళ్ళీ చెక్ చేశాను సార్. ఐ థింక్ దిస్ ఫిగర్స్ ఆర్ సమ్ మిస్లీడింగ్. ఐ డెంట్ సి. సో నేను జనరల్గా టిఐబి నుంచి కాపీ చేస్తాను కానీ ఐ థింక్ సమ్ వేరే వెబ్సైట్ నుంచి చూసానేమో. ఒక్కసారి చూస్తాను. ఐ హ్యావ్ సమ్ డౌట్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు దిస్ వాట్ ఈస్ 30 billion ton ఆఫ్ CO2 ఈక్వలెంట్ ఉంది చూడండి, అది కొంచెం తప్పు అనుకుంటా. కొంచెం తప్పు కాదు, తప్పు అనుకుంటా. నేను చెప్తాను. ఓకే, so that one factual information don't pay attention. I'll update it. Okay, I'll let you know also. Okay, just now I have seen. అంటే ఫస్ట్ చేసిన తర్వాత నేనేమని చేశాను అంటే కొన్ని యాక్చువల్లీ ఎప్పుడో చేశాను, ముందు నుంచి ఉంది నా నోట్స్. సో ఎగ్జామ్ స్పెసిఫిక్ నేను మళ్ళీ లాస్ట్ మూమెంట్ లో అప్డేట్ చేసుకున్నాను. సో దేర్ సంథింగ్ ఐ మైట్ హ్యావ్ మిస్డ్. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఇస్ ఓన్లీ వన్ థింగ్. ఈ కార్బన్ సింక్ డేటా ఒక్కటి నేను మళ్ళీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే, okay, next, what are the government schemes increases the forest cover? So what are the schemes which is being implemented by government of India to promote forest cover? You can see National Mission for Green India, Nagar Van Yojana. Okay, this is very much important because actually you see there was a question about urban forestry. Miyawaki plantation గురించి అడిగారు. మియావాకి ప్లాంటేషన్ ఈజ్ యూజ్డ్ ఇన్ విచ్ ఏరియా? సో ఓకే, సో నగర్ వన్ యోజన ఈజ్ ఆల్సో వెరీ మచ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో ఎస్టాబ్లిష్డ్ ఇన్ 2020. దిస్ స్కీమ్ ఫోకసెస్ ఆన్ డెవలపింగ్ గ్రీన్ స్పేసెస్ ఇన్ అర్బన్ అండ్ పెరి-అర్బన్ areas. Ministry has approved this many projects. Mangrove initiative, we will discuss this in detail in this lecture only. Okay, next, एक पेड़ मां के नाम पे, it comes under mission life, launched by Prime Minister on 5th June. Okay, compensatory afforestation fund and planning authority, Indian forest management standard. Okay, so these are all the measures which has been taken by government of India to increase forest cover. Forest cover పెరిగిందా తగ్గిందా? Okay, next, Kali fund. See, this is very much important concept. The reason why it is talking about, see, it is talking about benefit sharing from genetic resources. Okay, and support conservation initiatives and global biodiversity targets under Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. So what is that? It is Kali Fund. Kali Fund is a global financial mechanism designed to ensure equal benefit sharing from digital genetic resources. Okay, what is that? To ensure equal benefit sharing from digital genetic resources. Now, what ensures that? See, what does it mean is, it is making that we are see, this is nothing but fund, means nothing but we are mobilizing funds. From whom we are mobilizing? Who are our targeted people from where we are mobilizing? Ensures that industries, whatever industries which is using biodiversity based genetic data, and those industries are contributing financially to conservation efforts. So from nature, okay, from biodiversity, whatever genetic information, whatever information you are taking, and those industries are supposed to be contributed to Kali Fund. You understand my point? So ensures that industries using biodiversity based genetic data should contribute to conservation efforts. That is Kali Fund. And this Kali Fund works under trying to support global biodiversity targets, means nothing but trying to focus on conservative initiatives taken by Convention on Biodiversity, okay, and Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. Okay, so means nothing but definitely this convention, where was this Kali Fund launched? It was launched in CBD, Convention on Biological Diversity. Convention on Biological Diversity is talking about, CBD is talking about conserving biological diversity. So we have to conserving biological diversity. So this was proposed. Here there is a difference between proposed and there is a difference between official launch. It was proposed in CBD to COP 16 discussions, which discussions happened in Cali, Colombia, and this was officially launched. This was discussions, and this is officially launched in CBD, Convention on Biological Diversity, in Rome 2025. So this has been, Kali Fund has been recently launched. Okay, this year they have learned. That is the reason why this, for examination point of view, this is very much important. Okay, so implemented by United Nations Convention on Biological Diversity in collaboration with Global Environment Facility. So Kali Fund is implemented by Convention on Biological Diversity plus Global Environmental Facility. These two are very much important. Now what does this Kali Fund mean? Means nothing but it is your whatever industries are using this genetic data, okay, from biodiversity, they should contribute towards this Kali Fund. Why it is very much important is Kali Fund is the first global biodiversity fund under United Nations to receive direct contributions from businesses that benefit from biodiversity. It will receive money from industries that rely on digital sequence information, which includes genetic data from plants. I am talking about simple point, sir. If at all there is a research organization, this research organization have taken genetic data from plants, animals and all, and they have made some landmark discovery, and because of that they are making so much of fund. Now don't you think they made money because of this data? That is the reason why you have to contribute to protect this data, such that many people, such that we can conserve these plants, animals and biodiversity. Okay, and conserving plants and animals and biodiversity is promote sustainable living. Okay, so this is the model of Kali Fund. You understood? అర్థమైందా? Kali Fund అంటే ఏందో అర్థమైంది కదా సార్. ఇప్పుడు now we are doing genome sequencing. We are doing whatever, if at all in India we have TB, in India we have cancer patient or whatever disease we have, we are doing genome sequencing, and by doing genome sequencing we are able to figure out what type of genes are at wrong, and thereby we are discovering new medicines. Okay, so on the same lines, whenever you are working on plants, you are using genetic data from plants, you are using animals and also from microorganisms. So okay, so which industries will be focusing on this? Pharmacy industries, cosmetic industries, and for that matter agriculture and biotechnology industries. They are making huge amount of money. From where they are making huge amount of money? Okay, by researching on plants, animals and microorganisms. So as they are making huge amount of money, it is your responsibility to contribute something. Now what is this CAMPA fund? Compensatory Afforestation Fund or Compensatory Afforestation Fund. Okay, CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility. Now why corporates have to donate to social for welfare measures? They are using natural resources. Ikkada kuda these companies are using natural resources. They are by working on natural resources, you are making money. So it is your responsibility to contribute to protect that natural resources. That is what is Kali Fund. Now you understand my point. The money collected will be used to support biodiversity conservation projects, help developing countries implement biodiversity action plans, and fund scientific research to improve genetic data storage and usage. You understand my point? Now did you get what is this Kali Fund? What are the topics we have discussed so far with environment? First, gangetic dolphins. Next, ecomark scene, international big cats, greenwashing, state of forest report, Kali Fund. Next, Parivesh portal. Proactive and responsive facilitation by interactive, virtuous and environmental single window hub. Environmental clearance kosam single window hub. Cut shorting the nonsense. It is nothing but single window clearances for environmental clearance for projects. If at all there is a project which has been constructed, you need environmental clearance. So we have Parivesh portal. Recently, initially we have Parivesh portal. Now we are starting with Parivesh 2.0, 2.3.0 and start out. So that is the reason why it is in the news. So launched in 2018, Ministry of Environment and Finance and Climate Change. You have to promote efficiency, transparency and accountability for clearance process to reduce turnaround time. Means nothing but ప్రాజెక్ట్ ప్రపోజల్ పెట్టి దెన్ వెయిటింగ్, ఈ అండర్స్టాండ్ పాయింట్, క్లియరెన్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు అది రెడ్యూస్ చేయడానికి, వర్క్ ఫ్లో ఆటోమేషన్, ఇంక్రీస్ కన్వీనియన్స్ ఆఫ్ సిటిజన్స్ అండ్ బిజినెస్ ఇన్ యాక్సెసింగ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అండ్ సర్వీసెస్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ అబౌట్ పరివేష్ పోర్టల్. ఓకే, 24 cross online single window interface provided to the user agency for submission of proposals for environment, forest and wildlife clearances. Okay, Parivesh portal. Next, okay, World Air Quality Report 2024. So Air Quality Report, World Air Quality Report is released by Sir Air Quality Index. Okay, National Air Monitoring Program, National Air Quality Monitoring Program. There are so many programs which we will be, I'll try to briefly discuss. There are so many programs, but according to me 2 or 3 programs are recently in the news. We will read that. Okay, so one such is one World Air Quality Report. So World Air Quality Report is released by Swiss company IQ Air. What is that company? IQ Air. It is released by to highlight the global air quality trends in 2024 to support the progress of environmental organization. Now, this is very much important. India is the fifth most polluted country globally with an average particulate matter emission of 2.5, and Delhi in India remains the most populated capital city in the world. India is the fifth most polluted country in the world. Delhi is the first most polluted capital in the world. Okay, so these 2 informations are very much important with respect to World Air Quality Report. Next you have Air Quality Index. Okay, so Air Quality Index includes 6 color coded categories. What is that? Very good, good, fair, poor, very poor, hazardous. Okay, so for 5 major pollutants you have to know. Okay, so what are the 5 major pollutants is this you have to know. 1, 2. Okay, each of these pollutants five major pollutants regulated by Clean Air Act. What is that one thing which I wanted to discuss? One second. Okay, Air Quality Index. See, Air Quality Index you have to Air Quality Index, National Air Quality Monitoring Program and System of. Okay, now when I am talking about Air Quality Index, so when we are talking about Indian Air Quality Index, so there are 8 pollutants. Okay, so when we are talking about Air Quality Index, okay, so internationally then we are talking about these pollutants. So there is a difference. Okay, so that you have to understand. So 5 major Air Quality Index. So Air Quality Index you have this category. One is very good, good, fair, poor, very poor and hazardous. Now each of these pollutants has national air quality standards set by Environmental Protection Act to protect public health. One is ground level ozone, particulate pollution, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide and methane. So you have to understand here. This is very much important. We are not including carbon dioxide. So generally we tend to feel that carbon dioxide will definitely be there. Okay, so this is about Air Quality Index. What are that? 6: carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, methane and ground level ozone. Now In the cities of our country, which among the following atmospheric gases are normally considered in calculating the air quality index? Tell me what are there? Carbon dioxide was not included. If you can understand, this is what I wanted to mention. So if you know that carbon dioxide was not included, easily you could have eliminated the answer. Okay, now you understood air quality index. Okay. Now air quality index was launched in 2014 with an outline, one number, one color, one description for the common man to judge air quality. Okay, just now we were discussing about this colors now, red, green. Okay, so ప్రతి ఒక్కరు తెలుసు రెడ్ అంటే hazardous or alarming condition అని. Okay, air quality index, it is been developed by Central Pollution Control Board. Okay, so air quality index has 6 categories of air quality. Now when it comes to India, you have this many pollutants. You understand my point? There is a difference in pollutants. That is why I tried to compare with. Okay, so particulate matter 10, particulate matter 2.5, next sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, ozone, ammonia and lead. Okay, so you have to understand that when we are talking about air quality index, which is developed by Central Pollution Control Board, we have 8 pollutants, and these 8 pollutants on the same line 6 categories. Okay, ఇక్కడ poor బదులు అక్కడ ఏమంటారు అంటే unhealthy. Okay, at international level they will be saying unhealthy. Here we will be calling it as a poor, but color code is almost on the same lines, but pollutants are different, 6 and 8. So air quality index is based on 8 pollutants. One is particulate matter 10, particulate matter 2.5, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, ozone, ammonia, lead. So here you have to understand that carbon dioxide is not included. So air quality index is developed by Central Pollution Control Board. Next, National Air Quality Monitoring Program. See, National Air Quality Monitoring Program is also based on Central Pollution Control Board. So Central Pollution Control Board is also the monitoring authority. Under National Air Quality Monitoring Board, here you see only 4 will be focused. Okay, see, sulfur dioxide, oxides of nitrogen, particulate matter 10 and particulate matter 2.5. Apart from that, now, sir, okay, listen, World Air Quality Report, this is very much important. Okay, World Air Quality Report is released by IQ Air. So this IQ Air is said that India is the 5th most polluted country and Delhi is the first most polluting capital. After that, if you forget this also, just you remember the difference between air quality index and National Air Quality Monitoring Program. If you don't go to air quality index, you have 8 pollutants into 6 categories. Okay, 6 categories of air quality. Okay, in that 8 pollutants, you don't have carbon dioxide, and దీంట్లో nitrogen dioxide ఉంది, sulfur dioxide ఉంది, carbon monoxide, ammonia, lead and ozone. ఇక్కడ ఏంటి అంటే under National Air Quality Monitoring Program, we are focusing on 4 pollutants. What is that? Sulfur dioxide, oxides of nitrogen, PM10 and PM2.5. అదే కాకుండా ఇంకోటి ఏంటి అంటే here National Air Quality Monitoring Program, although it is by same Central Pollution Control Board, ఇక్కడ ఏమేమి వస్తాయంటే wind speed and direction, relative humidity and temperature were also integrated with the monitoring of air quality. అరే wind speed ఎందుకు అంటే మీకు తెలుసు కదా, acid rain is because of sulfur dioxide and nitrous oxide. So you see this mix in the air and with water, then it will be converted into acid rain. Now don't you think you can understand that these other factors also play a role. So these other factors have been included in National Air Quality Monitoring Program. So that is the reason why there is a difference between Air Quality Index and National Air Quality Monitoring Program. Next, SAFAR. See, this SAFAR is for metropolitan cities. In metropolitan city, on air quality, they focused on air quality. For greater metropolitan cities of India, to provide location specific information on air quality in near real time. It is introduced by, ఇది చాలా important. It is not Ministry of Environment. Okay, Ministry of Environment and Climate Change. Environment, Forestry and Climate Change law. It is introduced by Ministry of Earth Sciences. That is the reason why this SAFAR program is so much important. Introduced by Ministry of Earth Sciences and developed by Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, Pune. Pollutants measured. Okay, what are the pollutants measured under SAFAR? System of air quality and weather forecast and research. Particulate matter 2.5, particulate matter 10, ozone, carbon monoxide, nitrous oxide, sulfur dioxide, benzene, toluene, xylene and mercury. Okay, so how many? Chalo. Next, eco-sensitive area. See, eco-sensitive area. See, National Environmental Policy defined eco-sensitive zones. So recently in UPSC they are asking that this eco-sensitive zones is being defined under which policy? Okay. So why we are discussing is with reference to eco-sensitive zones, which of the following statements are correct? Eco-sensitive zones are the areas that are declared under the Wildlife Protection Act. Okay. Now you tell me, eco-sensitive zones are as areas zones with identified environmental reserves having incomparable values which require special attention. Which defined eco-sensitive zones? National Education Environmental Policy 2006. You understood? So that is the reason why this type of definitions who are given is also very much important. So what is the definition which is given? They said that land within 10 kilometers of boundaries of national park and wildlife are also eco-fragile. That is the reason why we have to make it as an eco-sensitive zones. Okay, to protect environment and avoid its degradation due to anthropogenic activities. So this is the purpose, these are the objectives of eco-sensitive zone. Activities allowed in eco-sensitive zone are prohibited activities. Means what are the activities which are prohibited, what are the activities which are regulated, what are the activities which are permitted. Now you read that and you can answer this question. The purpose of declaration of eco-sensitive zones is to prohibit all kinds of human activities in those zones except agriculture. Correct? No, we are regulating some activities, resort activities, commercial use of natural water, erection of commercial use of, you understand, electric cables, drastic change of agriculture system. So it's not complete human activity. This is very strong statement. Read this. The purpose of declaration of eco-sensitive zones is prohibit all kinds of human activities in those areas except agriculture. Is this statement correct? No. That's it. Okay. United Nations Environment Program. See, environment program, many people might be already knowing it. Okay. So, UNAT supports all the 193 members of United Nations. Okay. And help countries. What it will be doing? To low carbon resource efficient economies, strengthening environmental governance and law, safeguarding ecosystem, providing evidence data to inform policy decisions. Now, this is very much important. Okay. Emission gap report, adaptation gap report, invest into healthy planet, global environment outlook. What are the reports which is released by UNEP? One is emission gap report, adaptation gap report, global environment outlook, invest into healthy planet. Next, Worldwide Fund for Nature, WWF. మనకు నచ్చేది కాదు వేరేది. Okay. It is a leading international conservation organization established in 1961. Okay, it is established in 1961 by a group of passionate and committed individuals who sought to secure the funding necessary to protected plants and species that were threatened by human development. Now tell me, World Wild Fund for Nature is an body of United Nations. Correct? No, because it is a established by group of passionate and committed individuals. You understood? So that is the reason why this type of questions will be asked. Now are you understanding how the questions will be asked? Whether it is led by any organization, it comes under United Nations, or it comes under a conference of parties, whether it comes under United Nations Environment Program. So okay, that is the reason why you see worldwide fund operates in nearly 100 countries, working with local communities and governments to address the environmental challenges. These individuals from WWF, okay, like John Cena, okay, వీళ్ళందరూ కలిసి లోకల్ కమ్యూనిటీస్ తోని కష్టపడుతున్నారు. ఓకే, సో ఇట్ ఈస్ బై గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ ప్యాషనేట్ అండ్ కమిటెడ్ ఇండివిజువల్స్. దిస్ ఈస్ వెరీ మచ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. Now, but see, look at this. Individuals came together and these individuals started collaborating. Now we see it has been established as an international conservation organization. Means nothing but individual efforts led to an international stage. Okay. So what are the goals of them? Create a climate resilient and zero carbon world, rebuild food systems to nourish people and nature, conserve the world's most important forest, protect freshwater resources and landscape, conserve wildlife and wild places. Okay. Next, mangrove initiative for shoreline habitats and tangible. Okay, this is Vishti program. Cheppandi, when was this launched? So before going forward, tell me in how many states and in how many districts mangroves are we found mangroves. Gujarat, okay. 9 states and how many union territories? 9 states ఏంటి చెప్పండి? గుజరాత్, ఒరిస్సా, ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్, ఇంకా తమిళనాడు. యూనియన్ టెరిటరీస్ ఎన్ని? పుదుచ్చేరి, అండమాన్ అండ్ నికోబార్, దమన్ అండ్ డయ్యూ అండ్ Lakshadweep. Okay, so totally mangroves are situated in, actually ఎందుకు క్వశ్చన్ అడిగాను అంటే I think I have included in here in ఇగో ఇక్కడ ఉంది కదా. అచ్చా, బోర్డు మీద పెట్టుకొని నేను ఆన్సర్ అడిగాను, నాకు తెలియదు ఇది. మీరు కూడా వెళ్ళలేదా? ఓకే ఓకే. యాక్చువల్గా ఏంటి అంటే ఇలాంటి క్వశ్చన్ యూపీఎస్సీ అడుగుతుంది. యాక్చువల్ నేను ఇది ప్రిసైజ్ ఎందుకు అడిగానంటే మార్నింగ్ నేను ఇది ఎడిట్ చేశాను. డివిజన్ వాజ్రామ్లో ఏమని ఉంది అంటే 9 స్టేట్స్ అండ్ 3 యూనియన్ టెరిటరీస్ అని ఉన్నాయి. బట్ ఐ ఫెల్ట్ దట్ స్టేట్స్ దగ్గర కూడా కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయ్యాను, యూనియన్ టెరిటరీస్ దగ్గర కూడా కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయ్యాను. సో దెన్ ఐ లుక్డ్ ఇంటూ పిఐబిలో ఏమి ఇచ్చారు అంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ 9 స్టేట్స్ అండ్ 4 యూనియన్ టెరిటరీస్. ఓకే, దెన్ I have updated. So this is very important information spreading across 9 states and 4 union territories. Okay, so mangroves are located. Now, when was this launched? It is launched on 5th June 2023. 5th June ఎందుకు important? It is in central sector scheme. Means nothing but it is completely funded by central government, Vishti program. Now, in India, this is very much important. This statement I have directly picked from PIB. Chadavandi, India's total mangroves cover stands at 4,991 square kilometers, making up 0.1% of country's total geographical area as per Indian State of Forest report. Now, which state has more mangroves? West Bengal has highest mangrove coverage, accounting for 42.4%, followed by Gujarat. Next, Andaman. Arvindha. Now, mangroves cover in Gujarat has increased by 253 between 2001 and 23. 2001 నుంచి 23 వరకు this mangrove population has increased. Done. సో గోవాలో కూడా మ్యాంగ్రోవ్స్ ఉంటాయి, గుజరాత్ లో ఉంటాయి, ఓకే, తమిళనాడు, వెస్ట్ బెంగాల్, ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ హౌ యూ హ్యావ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ 9 states and 4 union territories for a period of okay. Implementation process. For the implementation of proposal, funding will be done from state compensatory afforestation, okay, Kampa and National Kampa and Manirega, and also from other sources. So how we are funding this will be done by state Kampa, National Kampa and Manirega, and also from other sources. Okay. So these are the states, 9 states. Okay. ఎక్కడ మ్యాంగ్రోవ్స్ చూసారా లైవ్ లో? ఓకే. సో వెస్ట్ బెంగాల్, ఒరిస్సా, ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్, తమిళనాడు, కేరళ, కర్ణాటక, గోవా, మహారాష్ట్ర. ఓకే, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. ఓకే. సో దమన్ అండ్ డయ్యూలో కూడా ఉంటాయి, కానీ యూ హ్యావ్ లెస్ బట్ ప్రెసెన్స్ ఇస్ దేర్. సో ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇస్ 9 states and 4 union territories. Okay, as it is clearly mentioned. So functions of mangroves, characteristics of mangroves. Okay, you know about all these things. Unnecessary. Which of the following regions of India has a combination of mangroves forest, evergreen forest and deciduous forest? Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Why don't you find in north coastal Andhra Pradesh? ఆంధ్ర అన్నావు కదా మన చెప్పు, దాంట్లో ఆంధ్రలో వాట్ యూ డోంట్ సీ? ఓకే, మ్యాంగ్రోవ్స్, evergreen forest and deciduous forest. Okay, so what's the time? 12:10. One sec. Okay, 12:30 వరకు తీసుకోవాలా? ఓకే, అంటే ఓకే. గ్లోబల్ గ్లాస్ ఫేరింగ్ ట్రాకర్ రిపోర్ట్ 2024. See, glass flaring means whenever glass flaring is burning of natural gas when you are with oil extraction. So that is what is glass flaring. So while oil extraction, so burning of natural gas is called as a glass flaring. Natural gas means methane. You understood? So global glass flaring tracker report is a leading global and independent indicator of glass flaring. So who publishes this global glass flaring tracker report? World Bank. It is published by World Bank. It is released annually. Now what are the key findings of global glass flaring report? Okay, so glass flaring increased by 9 million cubic meters in 2023, reaching 148 BCM. Okay, top 9 countries where this glass flaring is done. What are the top 9 countries? Iran, Iraq, Russia, USA. Okay. Now why glass flaring is very much important is because increase in glass flaring resulted in additional 23 million ton of carbon dioxide equivalent emissions and contributing to climate change. In 2023, glass flaring was responsible for releasing approximately 381 million tons of carbon dioxide. Now, methane is a colorless, odorless and highly flammable gas that is primary component of natural gas. That is the reason why we say generally natural gas means methane. Okay, primary component of natural gas. Okay, methane is also greenhouse gas, and the intensity of methane compared to carbon dioxide is more. But why we say, see, methane has highest potential of greenhouse gases. Methane is highest potential. Methane has highest potential when it comes to greenhouse gases. Means compared to that carbon dioxide, methane has highest potential of global warming. Okay. So, but why do we think that whenever we talk about global warming, greenhouse gases, we talk carbon dioxide? Lifespan of carbon dioxide is more. Then what about lifespan of methane? Short term. Okay, this is one. Inka? అంటే క్యాప్చర్ చేస్తారా? Potential of greenhouse gas is methane. Because why we focus more on carbon dioxide is because carbon dioxide is more in the atmosphere. Methane is less when it comes to. So abundance of carbon dioxide is more. Okay, so that is the reason why although intensity is not equivalent, is intensity of methane is more, but carbon dioxide is more in the environment, and carbon dioxide intensity is less, but the quantity of carbon dioxide is more. That is the reason why we will focus more on reduction of carbon dioxide. Now you understood the concept between intensity and amount. So amount or the quantity of carbon dioxide is more, although intensity is not that with respect to methane. Acid rain. So acid rain is primarily caused by release of sulfur dioxide and nitrous oxide. So what happened? How acid rain is caused? You know this, right? So acid rain results when sulfur dioxide and nitrous oxide are emitted into the atmosphere and transmitted by air. So when these react with water, oxygen and other chemicals to form sulfuric and nitric acid, and okay. So this is how you see acid rain is being formed. What are the effects of acid rain? Consequences of acid? Okay, so this you go through it. This PDF, this content is very much self-explanatory. Problem with acid rain is, see, because of sulfuric acid and nitrous oxide, we see this snow, rain, acidic rain. When we say acid rain is pH. When we are saying that it is an acid rain, what is the pH? Less than, acidic is less than 7 when we are talking about acidic or basic. Okay, but when we are talking about normal rain is also slightly acidic with 5.6. While when we are talking about acid rain, pH falls between 4.2 to 4.4. Okay, so this basic information which you have to know, and you have to know what causes, what are the based on which chemicals we see chemicals which is leading to acid rain. Okay, burning of fossil fuels to generate electrons. 2/3 of sulfur dioxide and 1/4 of nitrous oxide in the atmosphere come from electric power generators. Okay, heavy vehicles and heavy equipment also, manufacturing, oil refineries and other industries. See, that is what I tried to say. No, winds can blow. When we discussed about national air quality monitoring, not only sulfur dioxide, not only nitrous oxide, air and winds also play a role in promoting, in spreading acid, dispersing acid rains to different places. See, look at this statement. Winds can blow sulfur dioxide and nitrous oxide over long distance and across borders, making acid rain a problem for everyone, not just to those who live close to these sources. Okay, respiratory illness, water toxicity, damage to roots and less resistance to pests, death of fish and algae in lakes and rivers, loss of marine species. So now tell me, consider the following, which of the following above is in the environment are the causes of acid rain? Sir, acid rain, this is not the only question. Repeatedly they asked as a statement also. Okay, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. Okay, nitrous and nitrogen oxide. Okay, global e-waste monitoring report 2024. This is released by United Nations Institute of Training and Research. Now, why e-waste is a concern is, see, nowadays we are talking about recycling of e-waste. The problem is the amount of e-waste which is generating is 5 times the capability which we have with respect to recycling. Look at this statement. Electronic waste rising 5 times faster than the document e-waste recycling. This is the problem. Okay, if recycling is okay, is proper, it's okay, you can generate how much ever e-waste. So, Global e-waste Monitor 2024 is the 4th edition of this monitor. What is e-waste, you can understand. Next. Okay, e-waste. What are the components which elements released into environment due to improper disposal of e-waste? What is that? Lead, mercury, cadmium, chromium, beryllium, PVC, perfluorooctanic acid, sulfur, and brominated flame retardants. The reason why I have given this is, now what is your task is, in this, because of these elements, what type of diseases, okay, arises of these elements. Okay, so you have to read that. Okay, mercury, minamata disease. Lead, itai దేనివల్ల, cadmium. అదే, see, I don't know exactly, but చూడండి. So every element at least you have to write, and this is one prospective question every year they are been asking. So you have a question in front of you. So every year they are asking. So please take a note of it. So see, now that is what I am trying to say. No, ఒక్కసారి ఎగ్జామ్ లో మీరు క్వశ్చన్ చూడండి, ఆప్షన్ చూడకుండా చెప్పండి. సో డ్యూ టు విచ్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్, what are the elements which are odd one out? సార్, ప్లూటోనియం గిట్లా రిలీజ్ అయితే, ఓకే, can we survive? Plutonium is radioactive. If you eliminate plutonium also, you will get easily answer. అదే చెప్తున్నాను చూడండి, నేను స్టార్టింగ్ లో చెప్పాను చూడండి, ఎగ్జామ్ హాల్లో ఇన్ని ఆప్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయని వదిలిపెట్టొద్దు. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, చాలా మంది ఇన్ని ఆప్షన్స్ లో నేను ఎట్లా ఎలిమినేట్ చేయాలి, తర్వాతకు వస్తాను అంటారు. కానీ బేసికలీ see, when I gained this prelims, I answered it very quickly. Okay, and that was the prelims which I have first prelims which I have qualified. Okay, so మనకి ఏంటి అంటే, అండ్ ఇంకోటి ఏంటి అంటే, ఆ టైంలో దెర్ వాస్ ఇన్సెక్టిసైడ్స్, పెస్టిసైడ్స్ గురించి ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే, డైక్లోరో, there was some insecticides and pesticides. During that point of time, heptachlor was also in the news. Okay, heptachlor is not what you say e-waste. This is what we say insecticide we use, no, pesticide laga use చేస్తాం. So this too I know. Amazon చూడండి, exam, this prelims is not always about knowledge. కొన్నిసార్లు కామన్ సెన్స్ కూడా. అమెజాన్ చెప్పాను, 10 మంది మీరు ఎప్పుడు పెట్టినా రాస్తారు, క్వాలిఫై అవుతారు. ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళకి ఆ స్కిల్ ఉంటుంది, ఒక్కసారి డెవలప్ అయినట్టు పోదు. మిగిలిన 7,000-8,000 మెంబర్స్ ఫైట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు ఆ లిస్ట్ లో. సో అమెజాన్ మీరు ఏంటి అంటే, మిమ్మల్ని నమ్ముకోండి, మీ ఎఫర్ట్స్ నమ్ముకోండి. సో దేర్ యూ గో అండ్ యూ ఆల్సో బీ అటెంటివ్. 100 క్వశ్చన్స్ 100 ఈక్వల్ టైం ఇవ్వాలి. ఈజీ క్వశ్చన్స్ కి కూడా ఇమీడియట్ గా రాగానే చూసి పెట్టేయద్దు, ఒకసారి చూడాలి దాంట్లో నాట్ అనే ఆప్షన్ ఏమైనా ఇచ్చిందా, లేకపోతే అలాంటివి. సో చూడండి, యు ఆర్ గెట్టింగ్ మోర్ దెన్ 1 minute టైం ఫర్ 1 question. 2 hours 100 questions. 2 minutes ఏం దొరకదులే, 2 minutes ఏం దొరకదు, కానీ కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ కి యూ కెన్ స్పెండ్ మోర్ దెన్ 1 minute ఆల్సో. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? సో అందుకని కొంచెం టైం సరిపోతుంది. ఇది డెవలప్ చేసుకోండి, ఫస్ట్ రీడింగ్, సెకండ్ రీడింగ్, థర్డ్ రీడింగ్ డెవలప్ చేసుకోండి. నెక్స్ట్, డైరెక్ట్ ఎయిర్ క్యాప్చర్ అండ్ స్టోరేజ్ ప్లాన్స్. ఓకే, So recently, anyways, tomorrow we'll continue. Okay, so direct air capture ఇక్కడ నుంచి కంటిన్యూ చేద్దాం. Rhino report, conference of party, food waste water, biocover, coastal erosion, seagrass, okay, bio CNG. Boom.